to the lost people in this world. Trust me, 100 years ago, our grandmothers, they have this battle, but there was no YouTube. But we live somewhere else. We have big mouths. We were striking. They kill us. They give us a baby body. And we become the grandchildren. The same way they're killing the ones who have sharp mouths. And they become our children. And by the time they grow up to have big mouths like us again, they will kill us. And we become the little children. Whilst our children who we left, we see them as the old people. But no one will ever tell you the body that you have that goes 6 feet. That child you see standing over there, you call a big woman, sleep inside that body. But because that body was not sexy anymore, they throw it away. But that's a photocopy of that body, what you're watching right in front of you. And the grandchildren of that woman, you call old woman, is actually the grandchildren of you. But just because your womb is trapped in a baby body, and now suddenly you're the youngest child, and your child become the old woman, and her children and the grandchildren look older than you. We are not going anywhere. We are all equal. We all can live in peace. Just like everybody go inside their door and turn the key. There's nobody to disturb anybody. But for as long as there are those who have jobs, they tell them they have to be post. They sleep in the night. They have idea from the darkness. And now they have to send letters to all of us to stress us just because we are fresh here and they need a cigarette. They don't understand why they put them in that place. I say many times, when they sleep, they don't light the cigarettes because the one that tell them they have a good job is the one that live in hell and coming inside of them and use them to stress the one that doesn't have problems. The sun and the sea doesn't belong to nobody. It belongs to everybody. If I have to wake up all the dead people in the graveyard to come back and go in their houses, all the children that are now in the house they left, they won't be there until you understand the only reason why you see those children in the house is because the wind that disappear from the people in the graveyard is what become those children. Just the fresh air. They have to create certain human body that they control, that they drive. For as long as the body is not in charge, when they wake up, when you're watching, you point finger at the body, but you can't see the demon inside the body that I am cursing. The saddest part is, the human being that walk in YouTube, I repeat it again, when I'm shouting, they think I shout at them. But they don't understand, they have a CD that is in their mind. When they go home, they can play back in my direction, or when they go home, there is so much distraction, they forget about me. But the point is, they see a black girl. I'm not a black girl. I die. My wind doesn't have a color. For every color that went in the bedroom and have sex, the face pop out It's become my new face. The Chinese baby, the black baby, the white baby, the whatever baby, they fix my wind there, is what I become. When the wind that lives inside of the system is gonna pull, if you wanna see fantasy, create 1,000,02012 movie. As long as it's not real, leave the people alone. Leave the people alone. Don't flood the city. You have more land for the animals than for the people. I said the last time, if you have conversation with the people, you will not need the prison homes. Have conversation with the people. Tell them what they have in their stomach. Every woman has the right to do abortion. When you do abortion, the person that's supposed to die is not going to die. But when you build a body, you give a gateway for them to take the wind out of somebody else. It's very important that you understand the one you say your husband is the same one that is trapped with a 9-month-old inside of him. When you drop his sperm inside of you, the other boy that lives over there yesterday, his brothers what he left when they take his wind away, they have their baby body inside of them. You're woman pregnant, you're reversing them, and you're going to dress them with your body. Keep your dead body inside of you and let the people live their life. Stop floating the city away. You build the city, you create the ocean. I say many times that I block the gods. I say many times. The best is over now. My aunt 4 months ago, 18th of November, the 17th she was doing perfectly okay. The 18th she dropped dead. They take her wind. The woman that was 44 years old become 45, the age of my aunt. And the little baby that trapped inside my aunt, they reverse her, and she's now the youngest child in the world. But her daughter's body is her body. But people think she is dead. The dead body is not dead. The face is dead. The face that is made out of the two people, that was her mother and father, they already died a long time ago. They grow up in this world, they have sex, and they take the wind back without telling the people the truth, that your mother who died, she is in this world and she can take you back at any time. You're not dead. They just give you a new face. Stop the pain. Stop the fake pregnancy, which is just a graveyard. Only to presume sexiness in this world. When the people pass 18 years, they're not sexy anymore. Kill them, take their wind, fix it in a new baby so they can be sexy again. You have enough porno. Enough! Play the porno. And leave the body of the people inside the body of the people. Stop making photocopy. And the gods are now attractive to the young children. And the old bodies are now just body bags. For every human being in this world, you are in charge of the gods that drive your body. You can make a choice. If they drive you, you can please them, but I think it's time you please yourself. You are the arm and the feet for the gods. They will use you and they will throw you away. But understand, the gods also, they are left with no choice. They are stuck with fantasy, because there are those who find out where God lives and they play on it and they get a lot of free toys, whilst other people are just prisoners in houses. Stop floating the city away. I mean it. I know I'm nobody, because the face is from Africa. The woman that was 13 years old, when she was 12 years old, this face lived inside of her. If you don't know that woman, but her face is this face, but her voice is not this voice. The voice that is trapped in this prison body is telling you to wake up when you wake up. It is very important. You have United Nations. United Nations has to do what they're supposed to do to get everlasting life in this world. If someone came in your body, they are just ordinary CD. Give them your name. Teach them what you know. Accept you're going to change body. Accept when you prepare every street, it doesn't matter where you fall. It's like the roulette. The ball know wherever the ball falls, it's never going to fall on the ground. It stays in the court. The people who are watching the roulette, they feel the pain. The wind in your body is just a roulette that's going to fall anywhere. They don't feel nothing. But you, the body of the people that's sleeping, you feel nothing. But the ones you say you love, they are bleeding because you don't tell them the truth. When you tell them the truth, they will not drop one. They will miss you. That means they know you're in this world. Again, to the gods. My son will be in the door soon. He's not there yet. Alisa, kijk voor mensen. My son, somebody died 5 years ago. They fixed him in my body. And those people are going to the graveyard crying. But don't worry, he have new mama and babysitting his body. Only till he's 30 years old, I cannot dress him anymore. He cannot allow me to watch his Winnie. There's another girl that lives over there. She's 3 years old. When she's 27, she's the only one that's going to see my son's dick. I can't see it. So understand, my system. You are a little boy and little girls in this world. You're going to get a new face from the little children. Someone is calling me interesting. I'm not taking no phone call in this last video. To the wind that drive the people. I know you enjoy the pleasure. It's nice, sweet 16. There's so much videos on YouTube showing 16 years of age. It has to stop now. The 16 years has to grow up. There are a lot of children from 14 to 1 year old. They all gonna become 16. Every year they're climbing. In the next 14 years, you have enough sexy 16. Next year, the 15 is 16. Next year, the 14 become 15. Every year, they're standing on the stairs, they become 16. They become 14 years, you have enough. Let the people have fun in this world. I know there are a lot of husband and wife, but you can't fool me anymore. I know what I can see. And they are blocked in my body till there is no more storm in this world. Till there is no more killing in this world.